Hey, it's Rich back with you for another video here in Eloy, Arizona with a 2023 Aviat Husky. This is the A1-C with the 200 horsepower injected Lycoming in it. Very low time, like new Husky, available for immediate delivery. I'm going to take it on a quick hop here out of this remote airstrip in Eloy, Arizona. Take you along for the ride. Okay, I'm taxiing out here in this 2023 Husky A1-C, which is just a beautiful airplane. I've flown several Huskies over the years and always tell myself every time I fly one I want to do more backcountry flying. Done some, not as much as I'd like to. And this airplane, I think, I'm trying to find the hours on it, but I think it has under 50 hours. The owner of the airplane has had several, just hasn't done as much flying in the Husky as other airplanes, so this one's going up for sale. I'll have an asking price in the description as well as on the video here someplace. This is a VFR Husky. It's got the Garmin, I think that's the GI 225 indicator. It's got a, I think they call that the ERA panel mount, VFR GPS, digital engine instruments from EI. I'm not familiar with that brand, but and then a Garmin comm radio and an ADS-B transponder. So very well equipped for VFR flying, and honestly, if I was going to have one of these airplanes, I don't know that I'd be doing a major panel in them with IFR capability. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but you know, everybody's different, but this one is VFR only. So we're going to take it on a quick hop and tell you about it, tell you how it flies. Here we go. So much fun, like riding a motorcycle. And like I said, I've flown a bunch of different Huskies. Actually owned a few Huskies over the years that I've taken on trade. I've been a fan of them, and Huskies have been around a long time, and really were the beginning of the whole backcountry bush flying phenomenon that's happened, where it's become very popular in the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years. You got carbon cubs, you've got a lot of experimental airplanes, older airplanes that are souped up, older cubs, Huskies, and there's a bunch of different airplanes that are available now, especially with experimental. American Champion has the Scout, hasn't been as popular, but the Huskies have probably been the most popular of all these airplanes over the years. I believe, I could be wrong on this, I haven't looked at this history, but I think a guy named Frank Christensen made a play to buy the Cub, the Super Cub from Piper, and that didn't work. I think he did the same thing with Pitts. He tried to buy the Pitts, and neither one of those worked, and so he designed the Husky and also the Christian Eagle. The Eagle was a kit airplane. Actually flew an Eagle. I got to spend some time in an Eagle that my brother had years ago. It was a lot like a Pitts, but improved. And then he also did the design and built the Husky as a certified airplane. I don't think it was ever a kit airplane. And then he ended up buying Pitts and built the Pitts, certified the Husky, certified, and offered the Christian Eagle as a kit build airplane for a while. That's how the Husky got its start, and it became a better, I think, of course the Cubs, or the Cubs, Super Cubs never never really went back into production. So, and then I don't know when he sold it. It became Aviat. Aviat's making the Husky now and has been for a number of years. They've had several different variants. This is the latest variant, the A1-C with the 200 horsepower fuel injected Lycoming 360. And really awesome airplanes. Great backcountry airplanes. Fun to fly. Got the window open here. It's just a really cool way to spend a little bit of time in the air. Flying the jets is a lot of fun, but this is actually, to me, is about as fun as it gets. Flying around in an airplane like this. There's our strip right down there. This airplane has all the baggage. It's got 29-inch bush tires and tail wheel. It's got the baggage, extra baggage compartments. We'll do a flyby on the strip we took off from. But just loads of fun to fly. Great visibility, hands-off, trimmed airplane. Very stable, yet very maneuverable. Seems like a lot of times you give up when you give up maneuverability for stability. But the Husky does a nice balance of being very maneuverable, but also very stable. My first tail wheel landing in a while. Just a lot of fun to fly. And in this part of Arizona, man, there is a ton of places you can land off field if you had to. So flying low level doesn't feel like as much of a threat as it is in Southern California, especially in the LA basin. Let's climb it up and do some slow speed work. I want to remind myself how this airplane does slow. Clean. There's a stall warning. Got the stick almost fully back. Oh, there's a full back. A little bit of rudder. A little bit of uncoordinated flight there, and a wing rolled off on it. But easy recovery. Basically, just bring the nose down. Put a notch of flaps in, do a turning stall. About as docile as it gets. Great airplanes. You can see why Huskies are popular. Alright, we're going to go down for another touch and go. One more and then we'll wrap this video up. This video is more about just the scenery and the cool airplane than it is anything else. And if you're interested in a Husky like this will be a good one. I don't think it'll last long. I don't know how this market is. Okay, one more. The first one was the best one. Definitely can't end on that one. First landing was my best. Okay, this is gonna be a good one. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Alright, well, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in a 2023 A1-C with the fuel-injected engine in it, I think maybe they all do now, I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out, but I know that was an option in the past. VFR-equipped airplane, very low time, very well cared for, Arizona-based, hangared. Just an exceptional Husky. Available immediately and for probably a lot less than a new one would cost you. So give me a call, and thanks for watching.